Because nobody want to use up their gas money to come out here anyway. And these unmarked back roads that no one's trying to be bothered by. Look, Siri even shades where you live. You know what I'm saying? Siri just gets frustrated. She got an attitude. She don't even try.
As the crow flies, baby. As the crow flies.
Okay. Siri's over here like, why in the hell is you going out there? Rerouting.
She says rerouting, and she says navigation's not active in this area or something like that. Like, I probably, there's some type of phrase she says where you're in the backwoods. And I know as the crow flies is one of them.
I don't even know what that is. I don't like crows or flies, okay? So neither one of those is going to be pets for me. And so we're going to talk about Miss Bertha Jenkins and when she going to give a good old read when she has had it with folks and she does not care, okay?
It starts with a smack, baby.
All right, let me tell y'all here something. Now, what she does is she waits. She doesn't do it in her home. She act like she asked the deacon if she could get up and speak something that's on her heart. And if she goes up and say, "Is this here thing on? Hello." At First Tabernacle Lace Front Baptist Church.
At Third Ward.
5th Corinthians, baby Mamasville.
You gotta listen to deacons. You gotta give the deacons credit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, so this him, my grandson, Ric London. He's so nice. This is my grandbaby. Now, Deacon Jackson, I told you stop playing with me. But I'm gonna let you live because I know that your dialysis is acting up. You and your Mrs. Butterworth looking wife, stop talking to me. Reverend Jones, I am so happy that you have decided to go on and leave this church because we knew that you was smuggling and extorting and snorting stuff. And that's why we done given up all our money and we still got a leak in the roof. I digress. She is so shady. And it's like, everybody is like, y'all, we can't stop her. But this is so funny. Because she likes to shade people.
But do you feel that shading is healthy? Do you feel like it's a necessary release?
To shade somebody? Okay, so it can be used in a healthy way and a toxic way because it is a form of communication, whether you like it or not. Okay? And so let's say if I knew this girl and she was like, oh my God, I'm all about spirituality and peace and love and all this stuff and so much peace and all this grace. And that's who she says she is. But in real life, you know, she's a whole narcissist. And she's stealing from puppies, orphans, and people's grandmamas. I'm just thinking of something that'd be worst case scenario. So, when she says she wants to chair the next fundraiser, you can do one or two things.
This is funny.
Tell me I'm lying. Now, see, now I gotta take off this first, getting all hot.
You go places with this one. This is good.
Okay, you ready? Y'all better come on.
Sir.
Yes, Lord. So, when she says she wants to chair the next fundraiser, whatever that is, about to tarnish your name, instead of you standing up and saying, "Oh, she a whole fraud. Oh my God." You can just say, I appreciate all people that like to throw their name in the hat in order to chair this event. Just be aware, because we are all about good business, that all applicants will be given a whole background check and surveillance. Good day.
I love it.
Now, I gave you the tea.
That to me, that's why I asked. That to me, Sheena, is a healthy read.
Okay.
That's a very healthy read.
All the nutrients.
Yes. Now, what's an example of a toxic read for the audience?
Ooh, a toxic read from Miss Jenkins, or that same scenario with the charity?
We can do the charity.
Okay. So, here comes Miss Captain Planet's baby mama. I don't know. Oh my gosh, she recycles her dignity and all that stuff. She good. Anyway. So she comes in, same scenario. You know that she's full of it, right? If you wanted to do a toxic read, that's when you stop and go, is this thing on, boo-boo? So I understand that Miss I steal everything, or, just straight up call out, actually, Miss Deborah Meekmeal, I don't know. Now, you know that you be stealing. You got a whole criminal record.
Kleptomaniac.
Exactly. In fact, you got everybody wanted to know. We had Jason's Deli sandwich boxes.
Oh.
But if you check in her purse, you'll see that's where they at. Okay? And so, as much as we appreciate your excitement and participation for the cause and for the kids or whatever it is, feed the pigeons, I don't know. We just can't have all of this, because you're going to have people trying to take their wigs off and fight you.
Yes. But that's necessary. I feel like sometimes that's necessary, too.
Yes, because you don't have to save everybody's dignity all the time. Now, again.
You don't. Sometimes we need a reality check and we need to really, really know who they really are.
You do. But now, listen, sometimes babies is working on things. People do. They work on themselves and they're like, you know what, I'm recovering, and they relapse, but that requires forgiveness. And that's okay. And in that time, I would not want to shade that person, because sometimes when people do wrong, they spend a majority of their time, especially after they found peace and recovery, to try to make things right their wrongs. So if I know in good faith and in my heart that that's what's going down, then I would say, hey, I know that you want to chair this event and your heart's in the right place and you're recovering from doing a lot of dark things. And it would probably help your soul to fill back up with positive, to replace and flush out all the bad that you know you've done. So we gonna watch you. Yes, you will still have your ankle monitor on. And surveillance. With love, girl. We'll cover it up. We'll bedazzle it. That way you can't see it.
Yes, put some rhinestones on it.
Okay, thank you. It's just so like you look like a glow stick, and ferrets will probably try to carry you to their nest. But that's okay. We're going to have security, and I'm still watching you. But you can help pass out the pamphlets or something in order to participate and allow that person to prove that they're trustworthy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing. That kind of reminds me of the whole criminal justice system.
Okay.
I'm glad you bring that up, because, I feel like, I have some friends that are felons, right?
Ooh, oh.
And I do. But you know what? I love them. They have made some bad mistakes in their life.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Our live ended. Keep going, Rick.
Oh it ended. Why did it end?
I don't know, because I accidentally did the thing and it thinks it's over. Oh my God. I got to start it again. Rick, hold on.
Okay, do you want to start the live, or you want to continue talking?
I know these people on the air. Y'all are so patient on this good old clear source. They better stop playing with me with this Wi-Fi. This right here is so embarrassing. This is the show of our lives.
Yeah,
y'all.
This is the show of our lives.
Oh my God, what is going on? I can't. Okay, so for the kids. Oh my God. Okay, keep going, Rick. Go ahead. Sorry, honey.
So, but the thing about it is, some people, they have the ankle monitor on and stuff like that. But I have two friends that they've been in prison before. But you know what? They're ride or die friends now. Like they are there for me. They're incredible. They've learned from their mistakes.
Hold on, this is important information, and I want everybody to get this.
Yes.
Okay. forget it. They've learned from their mistakes.
Yes, they learned from their mistakes. Like they made some mistakes when they were younger, and they ended up being incarcerated. Okay. And then when they got out, they're very mature, very self-aware. You know, they have improved as an individual. They really have. They're like real people. So, you know, I have two friends, like I said, that are like, I can count them for anything. And, you know, they're former felons. But that's a word that, you know, people in society, they think that, oh, that just because that person's a felon or a horrible person, but really they're like, they can become great people, right? So I feel like that's one thing that, you know, we need to step back and look at as America is, you know, is our criminal justice system really helping people, you know, better themselves and turn to better people? So should we just read them or should we help them?
So, okay. I got mixed.
Maybe this is too deep for today.
You know, okay, and so for those of you that are seeing us again, sorry, and on the radio show, so something just happened with my internet that cut me off for my show, so I hope it picked back up, and it did it for the live casting, but Rick was just talking about a very important subject. The last 20 minutes of the show, I'm so happy it's going to be dedicated to that, but it's, you're talking about the justice system and people being incarcerated, and we need to be mindful of that. And so that is true to an extent, and I do agree with you, again, to an extent. And let me give you my stance on that. So, perfect example, and this is something, and this is wisdom here, guys, too. So, stay with me. Let's say, back in the day when people were going out clubbing and stuff, you're going out downtown, right? And you got some girl that's in these kitten heels, drunk AF, and she's jaywalking across the street, and it's right when the club lets out, you know what I'm saying? And everything's crowded. You know how it is on 6th Street, beep, 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 and you got girls that can't walk, so they're doing the pelvic first, head back, lead with your pelvis to walk across the street. And they're drunk, right? Now, let's say me, I had a drink, maybe two, hypothetically. I can throw them back. I don't go out and do that, but you know what I mean? I can handle liquor. But you know, back in the day, it's like two drinks. Yeah, like 2 drinks wouldn't faze me. So, or even let's just say if I had one, or just enough to put me over the legal limit. So I'm driving home. Miss Jaywalker, who's wasted, is like, boom, like falls on my car. Because that happens, you know, when you're just trying to get out there at 6th Street, near J Black's and all that. Know what I'm talking about?
That's true.
Yeah, and the girl just, you know, she trips, falls, and, oh my God, I'm so wasted, you hit me. I ain't calling the police because she's wasted. Now, just because of that incident, all you see is me behind the wheel, and then there is this lady that is intoxicated, and she's saying that I hit her, and I actually didn't. In fact, she was just drunk, can't walk in heels, and was like, oh my God, I got hit. So, what's going to naturally happen at that scene?
The person who hit the individual's going to get in trouble.
Right. And so now, just because, and I was not, you know, this is an example, guys, for those of you that are just tuning in. So, this is not a true story. But I'm not actually drunk. But what are they going to do if there's an officer that gets called? They're going to come and be like, you know, take blood, whatever, because somebody's been supposedly hit. And just because I consumed enough to put me over the limit, guess what I'm labeled as now? A drunk driver.
Yeah.
And so my entire life is ruined just like that because of that situation. And the proof is there. It's like, well, we took your blood, ma'am. You're driving and your blood level was over the legal limit. And so it's my word against hers. So what do we do?
Well, both individuals in that case would be wrong. But what would be horrible is, you know, the example I can think of is if the person was drunk and she, you know, got hit by the car, right? Mm-hmm. Because she decided to stumble in front of a vehicle, but you were not drunk, right? You were completely sober, and then that girl was either severely injured or killed. So in that case, then you would be labeled as someone who would be a manslaughter in, you know, case, possibly, if you were actually convicted of that. And, you know, that would be kind of tragic.
See, and those things happen every day. And so it was quoted by Funky Geneva. I love him. He, she, we. But he said, and it was a very true statement.